sip way too much drink. I don't think I can think. I don't try to tell lies. This blunt got me too high.
What is the deal, beautiful people? You guys know me. Hopefully you do right now. This is for the subscribers. Every so often, I'd say about 5 or so times a year, I like to just sit down in a real, I don't know, what would you say? I like to just sit down and talk to you guys and let you know what's going on. And I know it's been a while. We just started posting some more videos. I just sort of queued up a bunch of topics and then started banging them out. But if you've been here for a while, then you know that we periodically take these breaks. So we'll go like 2 months of just hardcore content, take a month off, and then rinse and repeat. For a while, I was very worried about that strategy because people always said that if you wanted to grow on YouTube, that 5-7 videos a day and you can't take a break and this is your life. And I always felt slighted by that concept, and it turned out that it's not really true. I've seen a lot of from Google, people who work at Google themselves say, no, the algorithm does not penalize you for taking breaks or for a lack of consistency in uploading, so to speak. So I was very happy to hear that, and reason being is it's hard work to do this, to do what we do here. It's hard work to always be plugged in and to ingest and sort of understand and then digest or whatever new news and keep your ear to the streets. It's a lot, right? And you guys know this, and we say it all the time. We all have full-time jobs around here. I mean, I work 10 to 12 hours a day, and then I'm really into my photography. I'm a photographer at that, so I hit the street as well. Plus, I've got outside of my job, I've got professional photography work that I do, and then you got to come home and be an active member of your household with your woman. So there's a lot going on, and the thing I like about these breaks is it allows me to really balance myself. And sometimes you just need to walk away, right? You need to take a vacation from work, and sometimes you need to walk away. So that's what we've been doing. So that kind of, for those of you who are kind of new here and you're like, wait, where the hell did you guys go? We're here. You guys can always reach out to us. Many of you do. You can find us in so many different places. We're on the Instagram. Our Instagram is very active. You guys can find us on the Facebook group. We're very active there. Twitter, if that's your thing. I don't really use it, but I respond to people there. So we're around, but sometimes it's just that break is super needed, and I kind of like it because it puts me back on a time schedule that belongs to myself. Meaning, for instance, Microsoft Build happened, Google I/O happened, and I didn't feel the pressure to come home after a long day and then go wash my face and try to perk up and hi guys, today was Google I/O and there's so many things announced. Oh my god, like I didn't feel the pressure to be that way. I let it sit for a while and I let the news develop, and I read it when I wanted to, and I took my notes, and then I sort of just come back and I report to you guys, right? Because that's why you're here. You want to hear my opinions on it. No doubt will you never come to this channel or will you ever come to this channel to hear news first. That's not what we do here. What we do here is we have the conversations that are interesting to have, the not so popular opinions. We like to stir the pot. So you guys come here for that, and I really love it, and I appreciate that you do. And that doesn't have a timeline associated to it. That's not time sensitive. So it's kind of cool to slow down for once and not feel the pressure and just sort of create and remove that stress. So that's cool. But other than that, there's also, I guess the last year I've been feeling uneasy about the brand. And I know I had a video a while back, not too long ago, actually a month or two ago, about how to start a brand from scratch. I can tell you how to do it. I can tell you what's involved with it. You know, I can give you some advice and whatnot, but it's hard work. And then sometimes you get to this place where I was for about a year, where you just feel like, one, the brand isn't growing fast enough, and two, the direction you're going, you can't identify with. So when we first started Lifestyles Define, it was sort of, it was supposed to be this lifestyles brand that would have everything that you think is dope as a man. You know, it would have your fashion, your technology, your cars, your music, sports, all that stuff was under the umbrella. And we used to write a lot when we first started. We gave up on the writing because we discovered YouTube, and you know, I feel like people would much rather watch a video than to read. So we kind of gravitated towards that. But we shed a lot of our identity in doing so, because the most easiest way for us to segue over to YouTube was in technology, right? That was one of our bigger passions, or biggest passions. So that's the main channel we started, and you know, we shedded a lot of the entertainment stuff. A lot of the sports stuff got left behind, and not because we didn't care about it. It was just the amount of energy and research that goes into each topic, so that when we hit this record button and we come up in front of you, we don't sound like idiots. It's a lot. And it's a lot in the technology world, in the photography world. And for Tawan, it's a lot with sneakers. For Edgar, it's a lot with photography as well. For Snow, it's a lot with gaming. And this is something that you love. Can you imagine something like sports? I'm not a big sports fan. I mean, I'll watch a thing here and there. But how much effort is it going to take me to ingest the NBA finals, and who's doing what, and who's not playing up to that? Like, it's too much. So we had to let that go. And in doing that, I feel like I kind of don't recognize this brand anymore. You know, and it's an insecurity of mine. Like, you get in an elevator and people say, Ramon, right? Yeah, I'm Ramon. Lifestyles Define, right? Yeah. What is that about? Well, we do YouTube. Oh yeah, you do YouTube? Okay. Right? Like, that's how I felt about the brand. Like, YouTube was starting to be the identity. And you guys, I mean, I'm talking to you on YouTube, and you guys may have discovered this on YouTube, but I feel like a large number of people who came across this brand don't know we have a website, right? So that's all been in my mind, and kind of what I decided to do was, we need to I want to launch a streetwear. I want to introduce streetwear into Lifestyles Defined. And particularly streetwear is one of those fashion genres where it doesn't take much. You know, it's about your authenticity, and it's about who you are. And you can get away with some very simple text, graffitis, all that good stuff. And I want a piece of that. I think that's dope, and I want to get in there, especially for the culture, right? And that's pretty much what we're going after. So that thought, and there was also another thought for a year and a half, is a lot of you guys reach out and you say, how can we support? And I never felt right just having people PayPal money over and doing all this craziness. It just didn't feel right. And I was searching for a way to receive your support, but give you value in return. And coming up with the streetwear thing and that, it just sort of collided one day. So we went out, we got some new designs. A lot of the designs actually are some of my photography stuff as well. So that's even meaningful, right? And that plays heavily in the streetwear world. And then we started a merch store. So in the merch store, there's a bunch of different designs, different shirts, hoodies, all that stuff for you guys to really buy and show your support, because the money comes back to us. And so that's brand new, and I'm really excited about that. But in doing that, you know, it's not about just the merch store. It's about these very streetwear centric designs and colors and palettes and whatnot. And it kind of forced me to sit down and think a lot more, or at a higher level, about the brand and what it's about. So there's gonna be a lot of changes there with that as well, and defining this brand and how we define this brand and who we are. I think I'm gonna start putting our personalities a lot more forward than they are now. So it's gonna be pretty tough. It's gonna be pretty exciting at the same time. It's gonna be a lot of hard work. One of the something I'm very, 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 very excited to undergo, and this is a ways off, but I'm currently getting all my ducks in a row to look into sneaker design and to water myself. You know, we've got the correct contacts now, and we're just starting to sort of again define who we are and our codes as a brand, and it's such an exciting idea. Like, guys, we're gonna have our own sneaker. Like, not a bullshit sneaker, like a luxury sneaker, like some dope shit. So these are all things that's happening right now, and it's, you know, this goes into taking time off, because taking time off also allows you to step back and think outside of the box. You're not in the trenches. So this is the update for you guys, or where we've been and what's been, you know. Just because you haven't seen us don't mean we ain't working. We grinding, baby. We grinding. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, please check out the merch store. I always welcome the feedback. I want to know what you guys think of the design. Not only the designs of the shirts and the hoodies themselves, but the design of the merch store. Hopefully you guys knew we had a website. You can, when you go on the website, off to the right, there'll be a link for the t-shirt. Just click that and you go right into the merch store. So I look forward to hearing from you guys on what you think there. And as always, thank you for your support, and thank you for your comments, your likes, your shares, all of it. It really does mean a lot to us. Thank you.
Well, I guess, and the reason we started Lifestyles Defined is because if we weren't on camera arguing about these things, the technologies, the phones, the iPhones, the Androids, the cameras, the games, we'd be on the phone arguing about it. We'd be in each other's houses arguing about it. So why not just put it in front of a camera for everyone to enjoy it the way we do? That's what Lifestyles Defined is all about. We just love this shit.